Let's hit this bitch with a murder.
Yes!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 7.
What's everybody?
What's everybody? I think I said what's up, but it kind of merged into nothing. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 7 of the Great Ace Attorney Journey. That should be the name of the next one. The Great Ace Attorney Journey through the law system. Yeah.
Yeah. We blew the case wide open.
Yeah. We're gonna stick this murder on someone else. Maybe the judge. Who knows?
We'll
figure it out. Anyways,
I don't think that's ever happened before.
First time for everything. We don't know what we're doing right now. The judge did it.
All right, let's get this show on the road, yeah?
Yeah. You pick up on your line again.
Order, please. Counsel, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot.
That's right. That's absolutely right, Your Excellency. This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie student, but clearly he has no grasp on the facts.
I object. No, Prosecutor Ouchie, it's you who has no grasp of the facts.
I beg your pardon?
As soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant, this whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? I get it. I get it.
No,
you don't get it.
I saw that a long time ago.
Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it's true, as we now believe, that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incredible. I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. Sorry to say, Miss Brett. You will have to forget your lunch engagement.
But, Your Excellency, she's a beautiful woman, British woman, gentlewoman.
The justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I am prepared to pass judgment.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef.
Oh. What's going on?
Ting! What was that smile? Is she flirting with me?
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help.
Well.
Especially, and right, she's British. Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours.
I fucking love it. Yes. Miss Brett, you speak Japanese? But of course!
But of course I do!
I'm so sorry for putting that in your mind. I'm so sorry.
I'm studying in your country after all.
Then why have you been speaking through an interpreter just now?
Tongue. The Queen's English is the most refined and elegant language in the world. As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible.
She's got a point.
She's not wrong. But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen. So I can see why I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all on your own level.
Yes, well, you are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman. Thank you. Please step on me. We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you so graciously afford us. Ouchie, he
I
hurting.
see.
Yeah,
He's still sleeping.
Ouchie, he down bad, dude. Like, this dude.
In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson.
Of course.
So, we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke.
I was just thinking the same thing. I thought of it too.
Fortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible causes of death besides the gunshot. If there's some other way a victim's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway.
Ooh.
Damn.
You kind of a little
Cooked you.
racist?
Cooked you.
Well, yeah, British people back then were very full of themselves. Conquering everywhere and
Conquering, all the conquering.
yeah.
That most excuse me. That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court's history. Thank you.
Easy does it. It's still the Swan. Keep your mind on it.
I hope that's the last time I'll have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue.
See what I'm talking about?
Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone. You filthy peasants.
No, not at all, not at all. It's a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. And
Please spit in my mouth.
It seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant.
Be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today?
The Minister of Justice?
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible to the death! Amen.
What? Thanks? Was that a prayer?
Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination now.
I didn't think about that, did you?
I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it,
Shit himself.
doesn't miss much.
Look at
And
his
also-
gaze. Never
Look at
misses
the
a beat.
intensity.
Look at that face.
He
The
observes
face of
everything.
determination.
What's in the Swan?
Yeah, the inspector there fell asleep. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is
Yes.
that clear?
Smack the shit out
You
of
know
you
what
with this
that-
hammer.
Jail, prison, penitentiary.
Oh,
Oh. Yes, Your
get
Excellency.
together, Ryu.
Then you may proceed with the cross-examination.
All right, what are we booking her on? Tell you the truth, it was really hard to listen to what she was actually saying because I was laughing so much at Terry's accent about it.
It's okay.
Okay,
It's
she
very
has
spot on, Terry.
she has no idea
Thank you.
how the man burnt himself. Okay. The waiter brought my steak. The professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot.
That's true.
If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. Poison. You've poisoned the waiter.
Restroom.
But of course...
It was poison, which is why she took the glass, because there would have been traces of poison in the glass. Booker.
Press her on this?
Yeah. Booker just immediately open his shut case.
Without leaving a trace, you say?
If someone is shot or strangled or stabbed or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there's always telltale traces on the body.
Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
As I said, I always aim for a flawless investigation.
Except for all the 50 ways you fucked this up.
Really?
Flawless, I said.
Wait, I got Quake soundbite somewhere. There it is.
What the fuck?
There would be physical traces with all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. With kindness? Or with that swan?
If heaven forbid you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone exactly how you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, fuck off.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes! Oh no, perish the thought, calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question. On my honor, Takasuchi will cut down anyone who dares cast such aspirations. Huh. Ouchie seems real down bad right now.
That aside.
We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence. Right, the thing that we need. It's just like pulling shit out of his pockets. I mean, yeah, this
Do
dude...
we have evidence?
Let's see. I mean, all we have is, like, the glass. Like, if it was poisoned. The death report says it was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. And I don't think that there's anything in there.
Alright, go back. Let's go look at her testimony again. Wait, I was...
Oh,
No.
that was the last one, yeah.
That one, yeah. Press that.
Inferior? What do you mean by that?
In the land of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once and that's the end of it, isn't it so?
Quite right, the appropriate way to handle a crime scene. We look at it once and like, yep, that's what it is, and then we just send them off. The Carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident. Aren't we so good?
Exactly. Which means that even if the investigation... Excuse me.
Oh my god,
that
that's so
even if the
rude.
investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene.
Man, she telling on herself.
I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you can understand.
Killer blow! Get it? Because you killed it. The lady is a formidable. She is beautiful. Amazing. He actually admitted our police may be flawed. He's actually... You mean she? He... What? Perhaps...
talking
Oh,
about Ouchie.
Ouchie. Gotcha. Perhaps Prosecutor Ouchie is finally starting to see sense.
I very much doubt that.
Your opinion could not be any lower of him.
Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. She never once mentioned the swan. The moment right before when something didn't quite seem right.
Jesus. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
I think it's going terribly.
You're not wrong.
No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information.
Yes, as I suspected. You're terrible at this.
Leave it to me, kid.
We need to find a way to break her testimony or the cross-examination will be over.
But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma, we have to get that swan hat.
What?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. There is one thing I noticed, something that's been bothering me.
Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett?
Yeah.
What could it be?
Actually, no. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective?
Yes. He seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant. If I might present an opening, maybe. ...
Alright, I have an idea. What if we can present an opening?
That's a good idea. If you think so.
But this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective.
Oh, you could swap people? Alright then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. Is he thinking about me? I'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again, I'll ask him.
Okay, so
we need to
it
go.
was Statement, the last one. And then you pressed her.
Well, I'm supposed to go to him, right?
Right, but you have to press her, and then when he does that coughing fit.
Yes.
Blah, 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 and the greatest empire in the country, isn't that it? Quite right, I like Carnival Open, okay?
Right here.
Right here.
How do I go to him? Yes!
There it is.
There it is again.
There it is, dude.
There it is, dude. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why?
Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you
What do
mean?
you mean? I don't really know what I'm talking about.
I'm asking you. When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down.
You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts.
My hand.
Oh, it's covered in blood.
It's time to pursue the man and his train of thought.
Sorry, pursue?
I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It all has to do with the witness marker.
What? Marker?
You don't see it?
What are you talking about? Oh, I see it!
At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement. But if you turn your head,
How are you
Just
doing this,
ever so
Kazuma?
slightly.
But if you just ask the other person a question, they'll have to answer.
but I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, by moving the marker left and right, AD. Okay.
While you're looking at the other witness, you'll be able to pursue them with space. If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people on the stand, take a good look around. Look around.
Are you okay, Kazuma? All right. So I should just
immediately confused.
move the marker across with A and D and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with space and see what's on his mind. Here we go. This is it.
Wait.
D! D!
Excuse me.
Excuse me! Hey!
Could you stop coughing?
What is the meaning of this?
Oh my god. I think I killed him. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He was really lost in his thoughts. Deeply.
I was thinking about it. It didn't matter.
Maybe he was also thinking about the swan.
Could it be? Not
Could it
alone.
be?
It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector.
Really loudly.
Perhaps having heard what the lady sat next to you had to say.
Oh, the music is all boom, boom, boom.
If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court. What is the meaning of this? It's a delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment. You can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately. Is that how it works?
Absolutely not.
Oh, what?
The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness.
Yeah, what he said! Not to mention the fact that he is intimately involved in the case. Ah!
Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Do you have something to add in relation to the statement made by Miss Brett? Well, yes, if you don't mind. I'd like to speak.
It seems you've activated my trap card.
Lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as they used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless.
By not doing any of the standard things that detectives do.
Flawless!
If I don't try, I don't mess up. What do you really mean by that?
I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
Oh.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Maybe when he touched the glass, there was still poison on it. A crime scene thief?
Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there.
Take this, for example.
A delicious bottle of wine that I've drank the whole thing of. And weirdly, am now feeling very sick. Is that...
This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. Yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says.
Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it. It's a picture.
One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it. Can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence.
The lady had a reaction when he pulled out that bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she poisoned the bottle.
This is bread. Can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
Yes. Oh.
Gotcha, red-handed bitch.
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Ah!
Very well. Counsel, you may resume your cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Alright, so we have new evidence.
Okay. Yep.
Let's take a look at it. Just hit present.
Okay, dokie.
I mean, you can still
Right.
see it. Look at this. Look at this, huh? It's a bottle of water.
What's the label say?
No fizz to be seen.
It's a
The
fine
carbonation's gone. She lied.
The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize.
That's called English.
Do you know what it says, Kazuma?
I think it's French. This must be very expensive water.
Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking when I asked, what does it say?
Alright, you little shit.
Then go to France and ask, you piece of shit.
You go, France. I can't. I'm going to jail.
He said go to France. Let's take a look at the water in it. You good there, buddy?
I had to do this with
Yeah.
arrow keys, man. I can't use my mouse.
I like the
Wow.
bottom.
Why don't we pour it out?
There you go. There you go.
I mean,
Is that it?
yeah. Just
Like
looks
you can't look at the. Oh, there it goes.
There you go.
Oh, that's the label. Oh no, there it goes.
So this is a carbonated water, though. That is the last you ever drank.
Looks like there's just a little left in the bottle. Although it's just plain water now.
You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. Wink.
Don't drink evidence, you idiot. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, I knew that. Like, you know, but we don't know what might be inside. It could be water. It could be vodka.
I was testing you.
You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke. You absolute buffoon.
Oh shit! What if it was vodka? He just had anesthesia. Well, no, he's not supposed to have alcohol.
I don't think so.
Or like, I don't know. Whatever. Could there be anything in this water? Could it be more than just water? Could it be spit?
Yeah, what's the
Kazuma?
matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden.
You sound like
You're
the one
quiet.
who you're quiet. You're
super quiet all of a sudden.
You're quiet. You're not even talking. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility? I think it might be piss.
All right, so now you've come to a possibility. Now, where do we present this bottle?
Well, this is the only time that she brings up the water.
But not necessarily. Like, the possibility is obviously that, there might be something in this water. Right?
Yeah. Postman, as far as I've heard. I mean,
I'd say it's
maybe
right
here.
Yeah. Because she's goading you also
Yes.
to show her.
Please show me.
Okay.
All right, bitch, I'll show you.
Yes!
I'll show you how you did it.
Did you pee in this bottle?
What is this? The bottle of water?
Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison?
Oh,
Poison?
Like he's just floating it out there. Like, does that sound right?
Yeah, is poison? Like, that's invisible. On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died from taking a sip from his glass? These are just questions. I'm just throwing these out there.
I'm just throwing it out there. You know, feel like anything
Order.
sticks? Let me know.
Order.
And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Hosanaga, the inspector.
What?
It was the swan. She put the hat down. This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile, have you ever considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we are the only ones that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire?
Oh, yeah.
Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty? God, this guy talks a lot.
This is not a political arena. This trial is to determine one's individual guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
Tell him.
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We're here to determine the truth.
If I may.
Oh, God.
I will silence you forever!
Ooh. Spicy.
It is you who should be silent.
Of course, madam. Dear lady! Where did that come from? She just snapped. Is the swan taking over her mind?
Damn.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humblest apologies.
Sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
I'd like to correct my lie. I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may actually still be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not. Poison or not?
Of course.
You did?
Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time.
I don't believe it.
Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents. And what did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison and any description in the bottled carbonated water, Your Excellency.
Dude, red herrings everywhere.
What? Are you sure?
The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No! No! No!
I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours. I told you to shut up! I was so sure.
This can't be right.
Oh, what's going on?
Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
Oh, thank you, Counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit.
I'm done for.
The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Bread.
Oh, it's resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present to the court at this time?
Kazuma-chan?
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I really must be leaving.
You can't just leave on your own.
Oh.
It's her.
Do I gotta pick this up?
Please.
Wait,
Isn't that...
What is the meaning of this?
I don't know if I can do two girl voices.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I can pick it up.
All right.
Forgive me for intruding on the court proceedings, Your Excellency! Susato Makuma, judicial assistant to the defense! Mikatoba? The wrestler? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package, wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. Was it my heart? Was it a swan?
All right, and we'll pick this up next time.
Fuck, dude!
Damn.
Damn! Where the hell is this going? How'd this dude die? I'm getting pissed!
We'll figure it out next time.
All right.